Our original Orcs Must Die Unchained first look was posted over 2 years ago. We figured that since the game just officially launched last week, we should take another look and see how the game is in its current form. Full disclosure, last week was my first real exposure to the game, so this first look will be from the perspective of a new player. If you want to see how the game has changed since its inception, there's a link to an article written by Jason in the description below that breaks it down. Anyway, I'm Colton for MMOHuts.com, and here's our first look at Orcs Must Die Unchained. I touched on this in our Sabotage Mode video last week, but in case you missed it, here's the deal. Orcs Must Die Unchained is a third-person action tower defense game where you stop waves of orcs from invading your base and reaching your rift. You can do it alone or with a team, and there are all kinds of different maps and levels of difficulty. The minions are well designed and varied. There are really small and fast runners, large armored orcs and ogres that are hard to kill, and big boss monsters as well that pose their own unique challenge. You can set up traps from your completely customizable loadout using the money you start with. You can earn more for each minion you or one of your traps kill. There are tons of different traps and they're all upgradable. My personal favorites are the arrow walls and the floor spikes, but you can get things like ceiling maces, arcane traps, barricades, the list goes on. You can also further tweak these traps with parts in the workshop that add unique properties, things like increasing fire damage to enemies hit by the trap, or slow or another crowd control effect. The roster of heroes you can play as is pretty solid as well, though I've only explored a few of them so far. My current favorite is Maximilian, a ranged character with a lightning crossbow. Your characters gain levels as you play as well, and you get to choose a perk for your character every couple of levels during a match that power up your abilities or grant passive trait. Visually, the game is pretty impressive, although the fact that the out-of-match functions and the in-match gameplay happen in different windows was a little frustrating, especially while trying to record. Still, it looks good and the controls are tight and responsive. Every inch of this game oozes charm, and the core of its gameplay is exciting and fun, especially with friends. The game has a workshop where you can spend skulls to upgrade your trap stats and add parts. Skulls are obtained from chests and through gameplay, so they're not super hard to come by. The game features an in-game store where you can buy gold to unlock characters or get chests for vanity items like skins or dyes. A new character or skin, you can purchase some skins outright without having to buy a chest, will run you about 1,000 gold, which equates to about $3 US. The smallest amount of gold you can buy though is $4.99, so you may as well round up to 5. Still, that's not as bad as other microtransactions I've seen. Also, you can unlock new characters by spending skulls, the non-cash currency, so there's an alternative to dropping actual money. All in all, Orcs Must Die Unchained is a fast, exciting, and fun multiplayer game with a ton of options for different playstyles, and it's by far the best take on a tower defense game I've played so far. You should definitely log into Steam and download this straight away. Well, that's all for today. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe and keep it locked on MMOHuts.com for all the latest gaming news and reviews.